things tucked into the socks because I'm going to be dropping the bees. I'm down low and there's a fair chance they'll end up going down near my feet, and I don't want them crawling up my legs and getting inside my overalls and stinging me down there. Well, I've got a queen in there to protect, but they're not going to be as aggressive as if I was going into a hive. So there's space for them to fall in. Keep the hive as stable as I can underneath the clump of bees. Now comes the technical part. You might want to move back a little bit, I don't know. And now it's a matter of waiting maybe 5 minutes. And they should all say, hey, that's a good spot, we'll go in there. But clearly there is beeswax in there. It smells like a beehive. They should hopefully move in. You hear the chain in the buzz?
Yeah.
That's them calling for the queen. When somebody knows where the queen is, they'll do a different buzz and all bees will go to where she is.
So you know there is a queen there already because they were in the sky buzzing.
Yep.
And they had come here, landed and stopped. So does that kind of suggest to you there was a queen here?
Yeah, the fact that they were all in one spot
Yeah.
and it was a calm buzz and not an agitated buzz suggests there was definitely a queen.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good sized swarm too.
So do you have to actually get the queen into the box first somehow, or does she just go in? Is that the hope?
It works best if you get the queen into the box early on.
Yeah.
But the queen doesn't decide if it's a good spot to be.
Right.
They have scout bees that make that decision.
Right.
And if they're in there and they say, yes, it's cool, we'll stay here, then that's fine. We've got a bee here.
Yeah.
There's a backside stick on there. I can't see any now, they're all stopped. But basically what they're doing is they're calling for the queen. So here's one, backside up in there, wings going really, really, really fast.
Okay, let's have a look.
So they're trying to find out where she is.
That's the... Oh, I see him, yep.
There's one there. Hey queen, hey queen, hey queen. So they're calling, so it probably means she's not on this particular frame.
Is that a drone, is
That's
it?
a drone there, that one, that great big one.
Hold on, let me just zoom in on him. Yeah.
And you don't often get drones in a swarm because they swarm as they're starting to build up, or as the bee numbers are just building up, and they don't necessarily have a lot of drones around then. And they tend to have the drones later in the season. You might see it better around this side, but the bees here are all walking up the side of the hive to the top, which hopefully means they're intending to stay because they're heading in. So all the bees up on the top here, I can see they've got their wings going, they're all calling for the queen. There's a little cluster down here that's actually sitting there really, really calmly. So I think the queen might be down in that cluster there.
So what can you do to get her up?
Well, hopefully with the mass of them up the top calling for the queen, and a lot of them still crawling up the side there to get up to the top, hopefully she will come up if that's where she is. Although now they think I'm part of the hive.
Lovely. But they're not biting.
They're not stinging, no.
So they're always calm when they swarm, are they?
They don't have as much to protect when they're swarming. So yes, they're not going to be as aggressively attacking anybody that's coming near. There's one more behaviour I'm trying to find in the hive that will tell me for certain they've decided to stay here. And that will be a little chain of bees. Here we go, look at that. I don't know if you get the camera over here.
Yeah, I'm zooming in.
There's a chain of bees in there, all hanging down from each other. And what they're doing is they're actually starting to build up honeycomb, which is a fairly good sign that they've decided this is where they're going to stay. There's a chain here, there's a chain here, there's a chain here, all just hanging down from each other. So that's where they've started building. That means they're quite happy with this location. And they'll pay off the real estate agent and off they go.
So that's to get some of the sun off the wax.
That's to get the sun off the wax, that's to make it more enclosed because the bees prefer a more enclosed space. And I've left a little bit off because they won't necessarily have found the doorway yet.
Yeah.
So most of the bees are in one group in the hive. There are still some racing around, but the tone of their buzz has dropped. It was higher, it's come back down low, so that means most likely the queen is in the box and they're going to settle in there very nicely. We'll leave it like that and we'll move it just after sunset. Yep. Okay, we've waited for the sun to go down because the bees obviously navigate by the sun, and once the sun's gone they come and hop into bed. So now I'm just going to put this frame in because there's one missing, and then we're going to put it away for the night. We're going to put it in the boot of the car and take it away from here. And away we go.